Let them win. Sometimes walking away is wisdom. You're listening to Emotional Intelligence Developer. Your mind is always closer to chaos than you think. That's why road rage is real. You can start your day completely normal. You wake up, get ready, do your routine, get in your car, and head onto the highway. Then you meet someone who's already 2 steps ahead of you on the boiling point scale. Maybe they cut you off. Maybe they drive aggressively. Maybe they start staring at you, gesturing at you, trying to get a reaction. And suddenly, they've invited you into their emotional world. They bait you. And you take the bait. That's the dangerous part. Because once you've accepted the invitation, you're no longer just driving. Now you're trying to prove something. You're thinking, who does this person think they are? And that's exactly where things can go wrong. Road rage has no winners. Only casualties. And this doesn't only happen on the road. It happens everywhere. Scenario 1, the highway. Imagine you're driving home after a long day. You're tired, but you're calm. Then someone suddenly cuts in front of you. You brake. They continue driving like nothing happened. Now you're angry. You catch up to them. They slow down. You speed up. They speed up. Now you're both playing a stupid game that neither of you planned to play 5 minutes earlier. Maybe they gesture at you. Maybe you gesture back. And suddenly your entire evening is controlled by a stranger you don't even know. That's the trap. They gave you a few seconds of disrespect, and you gave them control of your next 30 minutes. Slow down. Let them go. Let them disappear into the distance. You don't know who's sitting behind that steering wheel. You don't know what they're capable of. And you don't know what your own anger might make you capable of doing. There's nothing wrong with getting home safely and letting an idiot remain an idiot somewhere far away from you. Scenario 2, the workplace. Now take the same situation into the workplace. Imagine someone criticizes you in front of your colleagues. Maybe they deliberately embarrass you. Maybe they make a sarcastic comment because they know it will get under your skin. You immediately feel that pressure. You want to respond. You want everyone in the room to know that you're not weak. So you fire back. They fire back. You respond again. And suddenly what could have been a 5-minute disagreement becomes a personal war. Now people are choosing sides. Your reputation is involved. Your emotions are involved. And eventually you realize something. You weren't defending yourself anymore. You were fighting for your pride. There's a difference. You can defend yourself without losing control. You can say, I disagree with you. You can ask them to speak to you respectfully. You can walk away and address the issue later when you're calm. You don't have to win every battle in the room. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is refuse to participate in the chaos. Scenario 3, family. And then there's family. This one can be harder because family knows where the buttons are. I remember a situation where a family member was baiting me in front of my cousins. And I could feel the pressure building. The comments were coming. The provocation was there. And, because other people were watching, there was another pressure. My pride was telling me I had to respond. The people around me were almost directing me to fight back. And that's when you have to make a decision. Do I allow this moment to control me? Or do I control myself? Because when people are watching, it's easy to think that walking away makes you look weak. But what if it's the opposite? What if the person who can control themselves when everyone else expects them to explode is actually the strongest person in the room? I could have fought back. I could have tried to prove myself. But if I had allowed chaos to win, the situation could have changed my life permanently. And that's something I think about. Sometimes you don't know how close you are to making one decision that you can't take back. One punch. One push. One angry decision. One moment behind the steering wheel. One sentence that takes things too far. And suddenly you're dealing with consequences that last years. All because you didn't want to let someone else think they had one. That's not worth it. Your mind is always closer to chaos than you think. And when you understand that, you start becoming more careful about what you allow into it. You stop taking every piece of bait. Someone wants to argue? You don't have to argue. Someone wants to insult you? You don't have to insult them back. Someone wants to race you on the highway? Let them go. Someone wants to embarrass you in front of other people? You don't have to perform for the audience. Deflect. Slow down. Walk away. Come back when you're calm. And if walking away means they get to tell everyone that they won the argument, let them. Let them win. Because they can have the argument. They can have the last word. They can have the satisfaction of thinking they defeated you. You can have something much more important. Your peace. Your future. Your relationships. Your freedom. Your life. Always be cool. Always be smart. And remember this. Let them win the moment if it means you win the rest of your life. Sometimes walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes walking away is wisdom.